ML Sports Take brought to you by Stanley Law Offices and Rosie's Corner. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Josh Allen is your NFL MVP. He deserved it. He threw it. He ran it. He still had the Superman cape on. But I think what happened with voters is they probably kind of opened their eyes and woke up and they were like, wait a minute. He was unbelievably efficient. He didn't turn the ball over. Isn't that what we wanted him to do? And while he did that, he put the Superman cape on against the Lions, against the Rams. And even though it's not a playoff award, he did it again in the postseason. He wasn't the number one reason or two or three reason why the Buffalo Bills lost. He also had great, unreal Superman moments. I know the 4th and 2 run now goes for naught against KC because they can never beat him in the playoffs when it matters. But that was a sick play. Jim Nantz saying it was the biggest play, best play in the NFL season. Oh, by the way, he also had sick plays against San Francisco and others during the regular season. Remember that ridiculous throw and then catch back in the snow against the Niners at home where they made T-shirts off of that one. So he didn't hurdle as many players this year, but when you talk efficiency, when you talk running it and throwing it, you talk about the Superman cape, you talk about not turning the ball over. That's what everybody wanted him to do. He delivered on all of those things. And keep in mind, too, when you put him up neck and neck with Lamar Jackson had crazy good numbers. He beat Allen in a lot of statistical categories this year. But again, you look at numbers, but go look at the EPAs. Go look at the Pro Football Focus. Go look at some of the stuff that the analytic nerds, they want to be a part of the NFL MVP. And Allen dominated in a lot of those. Now, last year, you know, it's funny how the narrative changes every year, right? It's like last year, touchdowns didn't seem to matter. Well, Allen dwarfed Lamar Jackson in touchdowns. This year, the Lamar Jackson people, the Josh Allen haters, well, wait a minute. Allen crushed him in all the touchdown numbers and this and that. Why does it change? All the numbers should be the same every year. Every single thing, the value part, the impact part, the numbers, everything should count. And I got to tell you, I also think that the playoff situation could count into this thing as well. And if that were the case, Lamar Jackson wouldn't have any MVPs because he's been a brutal playoff performer in high leverage situations. I will tell you that the guy who should get more credit is Saquon Barkley. He had a 2,000-yard campaign. He's been remarkable in the playoffs. Again, I know not a playoff award, but still, you have to think indirectly about that. And maybe the voters did that with QB1 in Buffalo as well. But regardless, Josh Allen, don't tell me this guy isn't deserving of this award. He was unbelievable this year. He's a team leader. And if you take him away from the Bills, good luck. By the way, have we seen who he's thrown to? You know, in common with Patrick Mahomes, have you seen the cast of characters? Dalton Kincaid, who still really hasn't blossomed into anything. Dawson Knox has been an overpaid, overrated tight end for years. Khalil Shakir, only in the league for a couple of years. Nice player, but he's not a dominant guy. He's not Jamar Chase. He's not Travis Kelce. He's not a Zay Flowers. Look at all these different players that he's throwing to. Now, James Cook is a really nice running back. He ran the ball a lot this year. He didn't catch it as much out of the backfield. He's a really, really good running back, but he ain't Derrick Henry. So there's all sorts of different things you can look at. You look at Saquon Barkley. You know, he had the best offensive line in football. He had a great defense that gave him the ball back all the time, which the Bills didn't do. They couldn't get off the field on 3rd down all year, and they couldn't stop Mahomes when it mattered again in the playoffs consistently. This is, I don't know why we continue to argue all this stuff, but Josh Allen is so deserving of this award. He could have won it last year. He could have won it the year before. And again, I think the playoffs should be added into this thing, but Saquon Barkley probably deserves some more credit. But when you think about the word valuable, when you think about the word impactful, and you look at what Josh Allen has to work with, yes, his offensive line was absolutely elite this year, there's no doubt, but so was Baltimore's at a time. So was Philadelphia's from start to finish without Jason Kelce. You can argue that Baltimore and Philadelphia has better coaching in high leverage situations. You can argue all sorts of things. All I know is I watch every single Buffalo Bills game. I watch the efficiency. I watched him completely cut down his turnovers. I watched him still put on the Superman cape when he needed it. And when they lost games, he wasn't the first or second reason why. And Josh Allen deserves this thing. Absolutely, positively deserves this thing. Congratulations to QB1 of the Buffalo Bills. It just stinks he's not playing this weekend. Mike Lindsley with you here. ML Sports Take, brought to you by our good friends at Ken's Auto Detailing, Mars Motors, RV Source of Central New York, and Stanley Law Offices. We also thank partner friends of the program, Dan Davidson Jr., Dan Davidson Sr., Daryl Aber, the Swan and Whitaker families, and my man Nick Capria. Appreciate Nick's support. I saw Nick a couple weeks ago, actually bought a Kia Telluride from Matthews Kia of Clay. You got to get over there and test drive the Kia Telluride. They've got the Sportage, they got the new Souls. It's a great place to shop for a new car. They got a great staff, Nick and Riley and the gang over there. So make sure you stop by Route 31 and test drive your new Kia vehicle today. They can put you on a great finance plan, and the service is impeccable. I went in there, I got my Kia Telluride in like a couple hours, brand new car, drove it right off the lot, and it's a spectacular vehicle. So go test drive the Telly today. Mike Lindsley here, ML Sports Take, and as I always tell you, enjoy the games.